Okay, we're back at Competition Engines, and we have a Cleveland here, 408 Cleveland, Angelo Chiappini. This guy's in Western Australia. He's a nice bloke, great customer. It's going to be behind the manual 4-speed car, so clutch car, flywheel car. Pretty sure it's an XYGT. Now, we've provided one of our resto packages. So when we say resto package, this is all going to get painted blue, and it's going to look very similar to like it did when it came out of the factory in 1970, 1971. So we're trying to simulate all these things. So starting off the bottom, factory block has an AFD girdle in the bottom end, has a Scat steel crank internally balanced. So we buy those cranks out of Scat custom, 50, 100 cranks at a time that are internally balanced to our specs from Scat. Saves a lot of time and money when they come to Australia. Internally balanced Romac balancer. That's going to get sandblasted, removed, sandblasted, and painted black once we paint this motor. So after we dyno it, we're going to remove the harmonic balancer. We're going to paint it. We're going to then paint the balancer black, motor blue, put the balancer back on and ship it out. That way, I like to paint them after so they don't burn on the exhaust ports when you're running in the rings and so on. Scat H-beam 6-inch conrod, AFD / Racetech custom pistons. So they're our beautiful piston we sell in AFD. All the usual one-piece rear main conversion, all the good gear in the bottom end, Cometic head gaskets, Scott Cook. So Scott Cook from Ballarat, SCM. Great cylinder head. That's the head you want to pick if you want the as close as possible original look. The manifold's a dual plane Scott Cook manifold also. So it's got all the markings. So when you paint it, it looks original. And it's amazing. The manifold has all the guts, all the volume in the sort of underneath in the plenum area or in the valley area of the block. Amazing. This thing's going to 66, 6700 with that small manifold, making a whopping 566 foot-pounds, AFD trial extractors. Mind-boggling, 620 horsepower with that sort of manifold, so it's a great piece. Camshaft, so it's an AFD hydraulic roller kit, so cam, lifter, and valve spring package, which is all packed, the AFD kit. They sell it in that whole kit. Has isky lifters part of that kit also, small diameter pack springs, small diameter retainers, and so on. Also Yellow Terra, it's a great Australian-made product. Platinum rocker to suit these cylinder heads. Distributor, so we've provided a Motorcraft second-hand distributor, been restored, MSD plug on it, so it looks the parts. Obviously not an auto light, so it doesn't look exactly what it should be, but definitely looks the part. It's not a blingy distributor. Plug it into your MSD box under the dash. You can put your coil here, black MSD, put the stickers on it if you're that fussy to make it look OEM. No doubt. Carburetor. So carburetor is a 780 Pro Systems. We'd probably, could put an 850 on it, make more power. This is not about power. It's a street car, down low, pull gears, turn around the corner in second gear without bouncing around and so on. So the cam's not overly big. It's in the low 240s at 50. 650 valve lift, 110 lobe center. So a lot of lift, very specific camshaft. Camshaft, extractors, all this combo would help to make this successful, which it is. So we've got our billet filter. So AFD, again, produce these filters that look like a factory filter, billet. There's nothing in there. It's a dummy. Fuel enters, comes out. We then make this transfer tube. So the fuel, if you look here, Marco, comes out of the front bowl and feeds the back bowl. Like a Mustang would, GT Mustang or a Phase 3 or a GT or a muscle car was in its time. We're trying to simulate that. So when you put the shaker or the air cleaner on, you're really just seeing its front half and it looks the part. There's no doubt. Edelbrock water pump, factory looking bolts all get painted. We grind the Edelbrock off. So when you paint it, it looks like a factory pump because all this ribbing is close to a cast iron pump. We have our blow-by meter hooked up. We like to do it. It's actually under 2.5%. Then he'll set it up with a factory style cap. Oh, another thing before I forget. If you look down the back here, if you come around the back of the camera, on these sort of builds where we're going to rev them, we put a bung in there, ORB, I think it's -8 or 10. There's a baffle in there. So we discreetly, we've done a couple cars this year, put some hoses and a catch can under the guard discreetly, because in my opinion, when you run these standard valve covers, for some reason, I've seen it with engines we've built, we've seen it with engines that have come into dyno, they tend to sort of fill up the cap with oil. The baffling is not good. It sprays up in there. I don't like it. So we sort of put a cap on here, a PCV that's a dummy. It's blocked off from underneath, and run this discrete lines to a catch can. You don't have to do it. And my theory behind that is, when you run a factory rocker, Cleveland stamped steel rocker, it has a little deflector, a little tin plate. So the push rod sprays oil up, hits the deflector plate, right? When you put roller rockers on it, they don't have deflector plates. So the oil is just spraying flat out, hitting and making a, pretty much like a whirlwind, a big storm under there. And I think the baffling, which is just a tin plate, cannot keep up. So it just pushes up and eventually fills the breather up with oil. It'll drip down, go to the back, go all over the, terrible. So I haven't figured it out yet, but I don't think it's nothing we're doing wrong. It's just when you put roller rockers without that deflector, because roller rockers don't have the option. And these particular roller rockers in the platinum that suit these cylinder heads spray oil right up. They don't spray all that way and drip onto the roller. They spray from the adjuster on the tip. So I'm going to have a word to the boys at Yellow Terror. They've done nothing wrong. But when we start putting those style rockers on our AFD stuff and this sort of stuff here, we potentially will get them to make a little deflector that bolts on the rocker or something billet just to stop the oil spraying up. It needs to hit the deflector and just roll down and lubricate the roller tip. That's what it's for. So I think I'm onto something. You guys can have an opinion. That's my opinion. That's the only different thing I say, because if you had stock rockers in these covers, you don't tend to have a problem. As soon as you have roller rockers and things that oil's just spraying out the top with no deflector, they tend to not cope. But let's start it up. So we've got our mechanical pump here, 600 horsepower. We rate these at. This is made 620, no issue. We've plumbed it up. We're feeding back. This is your return line that's going to run back to the tank. Only needs to be a tiny little hose. Has a pinhole in there as a vapor return, so the fuel doesn't get hot. We've plumbed all this up with a steel line. When it goes to Western Australia, he's just going to plumb up his 1/2 inch fuel line into there, run his return line back into the tank, into the filler, send into the filler neck, and beautiful. He'll be very happy. So let's go in there and we'll run it up. Okay, we're about to start up Angelo's motor, but we forgot to show you the dyno papers. So if you come in here, we have a look. This thing made a whopping 566.7 foot-pounds. At 4,200, it's still got 537. So, 3.5 grand will probably still have 500 or close to, or high fours. It's a crazy amount of torque. These things with that camshaft deal we got going, and trial-wise, I think all that combined, that intake manifold from Scott Cook, 620 horsepower, 6,500. We turn at 68. We're going to turn this one at 66. It's amazing. So we'll start it up now. You can have a listen. Okay, we just started up Angelo's motor. We'll give it a run so you can have a listen. We're going from 4,200 to 6,600 up here. Okay, so that run there, it made the same 620.8 and 564.8 foot-pounds. The best run was 566. Again, like I say, the dyno repeats time and time again. These are street engines. You can drive it every day. It cruises along. Very, very nice motors, very nice combos. Who'd think we'd make 620 horsepower with a, resto look hydraulic roller motor? But that's what's happening these days. Again, we supply these in a parts only, in a parts and machining do-it-yourself kit, or a complete build with clutches and flywheels and carbies and ignition boxes and extractors and all the stuff that we're sending over to Western Australia a complete kit, a driveline kit to Angelo. So Angelo, motor's finished. Great results. You'll be happy. Let me know what you think once you watch this video.